Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at the Manba interactive screen controller. This thing is crazy and I love it. It's awesome. It works on Switch, iOS, PC, and Android. It comes with its own charging dock with a dongle on the bottom for your 2.4 gigahertz connection if you want to use that, but it also has Bluetooth. So I'm just going to kind of get through this one a little bit quick. This thing is awesome. It sits in there nice, and it'll literally wake up the Switch if you have it in Switch mode and you pull it up off of this dock when it's turned on. So that's just something to note. Came with a nice USB-C cable. USB-A to USB-C cable. Here's the manual. We're not going to go through all that right now because I just want to kind of give you a taste. I'm going to turn it on here. You have a little switch here to turn it on. But before I do that, let me turn these lights up because I have the lights down just because I want you to be able to see the screen. But let's get this light on here for you. That should do it. So let's take a look before we go any further on the buttons, the D-pad, and all the features. So we have, first off, we have a magnetic faceplate, and they are going to be offering different color faceplates. So I'm not sure where the best place to pull it up from is, but it comes off. It's just all those little notches on there have magnets in them, and it pops in. So I really dig the look of the clear faceplate where you can see the rumble motors inside, and when it's lit up, you actually see it lit up inside there as well. The sticks don't have like rings that light up around them, but you do see it inside there, and then it lights up right here. So before I turn it on, let's just take a look at everything. We have a clicky D-pad, kind of like an Xbox style D-pad. And this D-pad is great for platformers, for puzzle games, for racers and stuff like that, but I had a hard time doing Hadoukens with it. And you'll see it's strange because in Gamepad Tester, it the inputs seem to be accurate, but Shoryuken's no problem. Fireball's a little bit difficult. The sticks have an average circularity error of 0.5%, which is awesome. They have metal rings around them and they feel just buttery smooth. I mean, buttery smooth. They came with some taller sticks. If you'd prefer to use a taller stick, you can just pop this one off. It would probably be on the right one that you would be doing this most likely, but I'm not even going to bother popping it on right now. It should have been on this one if I was to, realistically you want that extra leverage for better aiming. So let's see, how do we put this thing back on? I'm going to take a look in there just like that, and just, ooh, that was a nice sound. So it's in, yeah, we got the metal rings. Okay, so face buttons, nice and punchy membrane, snappy membranes. They feel really good. I'm sure you can tell just by the sound and the way they look. They're really good. Nice. Bumpers, a little bit of a louder click than a mouse, but they're very, very easy to actuate. The very top edge, you can hit, if you touch the black, which is what I was doing, it ain't gonna press, but just to the edge of it, no problem. The whole thing is easy, so it works with no problem. The triggers, we have analog triggers with trigger stops. So you can do a quick burst for your first-person shooter games, or you can slowly accelerate for your racing games. So that's an awesome feature. And even better than that is the 4 remappable back buttons. So these can be macros or just individual inputs, and they can be held down, like say you want to do a long jump or something like that. It does work like that. So I think it's like 60 inputs you could put if you want to do macros on those. But we're not going to get into all those features today. I'm just going to kind of show you what this screen does and how it works, and then we'll test it out on the Switch and just give you a good little taste of the Manba 1 interactive screen controller, because that's the name for it right now, the Manba 1. I'm not sure if that's the best name, but it is the one. So let's turn it on first right here, and if it was on Switch mode, which is not, it would wake up my Switch. It's an interesting thing that it does, but as you can see, I'll probably have to turn the lights off because my camera doesn't pick up the screen well with all these lights on right here, but you can see the screen nice and bright. So to get the settings, it says to press home for 3 seconds right here. So I'm going to do that. And now we're in settings. Let me lower my lights here just so we can get a better look at the screen and the lighting on the controller itself.
For that, you'll need to connect to a Wi-Fi network first.
Look at Siri trying to listen to me and talk. What was that about? Man, I don't like that. That was crazy. That freaks me out. All right, guys, so here it is. Look at that. The screen, super awesome. It's just basic. It just has the information you need. And yeah, it could just be buttons, but hey, why not? Why not have a screen? So that's this section, pair. There's where you go when you're ready to actually pair it to something. Mode is where you go to choose what platform you're going to be playing on. So we're going to be playing on the Switch. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to move that up to Switch. But before I do that, I'm just going to go over here. You know, I don't know if that was Siri or if that was something from the this tablet, but that was really strange. That didn't sound like Siri, because I have this tablet here too that I've been messing with. So really strange. And I was having problems connecting it to the internet. So really weird. Okay, so settings right here. You go into settings, you press the, everything is basically done with these buttons down here. You have to learn not to use these buttons while you're working with the screen, because that's going to do something in game. Even though these do too, you're going to have to press start and it's going to like, or the home button is going to put like your Switch into a home state, but it doesn't mess anything up when you're working with the screen, as long as you just don't press anything here. So we're going to press start to go into settings and see we have 4 different profiles. We have default, which is just Nintendo Switch, basically your Pro Controller. Everything is set just the way a Nintendo Pro Controller would be. And the vibration strength is at the minimum level, which is where I like it. It feels great. It's perfect. For a standard rumble motor, the lowest setting feels great. If you want to have you know, special button mapping and all that, you have 3 different profiles where you can choose what you want to do with each one. Man, one of those devices over there is listening to me. It is freaking me out. It's like alive. All right, so if, like, say I was to go to default, I mean to setting 1, so I'm going to press to the right, and then from here I could press start, and you could change all your button mapping. If I wanted to make A something else, I'm just going to go press start, and then A equals A, I can make A equal B. Let's just put it back to A. If you want to make A a turbo button, press to the left with your left stick, and it'll set it to turbo. I'm going to leave everything the way it should be for right now, and we're going to back out of there. Quit without saving changes. Yes. So I'm going to back out. And joystick. So in the joystick section, you have default, which is where I've left it, and it works for the left and right stick. Or you have immediately, which I believe means like no dead zone. There's delay, which probably means more of a dead zone. And high performance, so I'm not really sure. I just keep it at default. The sticks have average circularity error of 0.5%, so they're amazing. So I can show you that in Gamepad Tester, but I probably won't get to that in this video. So we're going to back out of here, and here's where we go to vibration, and you can choose between off, minimum, medium, and max. So for me, I just like it right there on the minimum. That's where I want it, yes. So we're going to back out. But anyway, we're keeping it on default. So default, none of that stuff stays highlighted. You go down here, it does. So I'm going to keep it on default, yes. We're going to go back. If you go down, here's where you can control your screen. You press start. And if you go down, you could adjust the brightness. So you can turn it way down so it doesn't bother you while you're playing in the dark. Over here, you got your colors, and this changes all the colors on the side. As you can see, not only does it change the colors, you know, it gives you that last rainbow kind of one, which is the one I like. Go back up, and then you go in here and you could have it on like rainbow steady, or you could have it on breathing mode, which is what I have it on right now, or you could just turn it off. But I really like it. It's just that subtle light on the side. It's not in your face when you're trying to play, and it just gives it a cool look. It lights up inside there. You're not really able to see that with the lights I have going on right now, but you do get this illumination in there, which is really cool. So there's that. Let me back out of there. And then what we're going to do. One thing I didn't show you in mode was, what I wanted to do with settings was buttons. That's right. So for your buttons, like I was saying, you got A being A and all that, but you got M, 1, 2, 3, and 4 over here. And it's just the same thing with those. You're just going to press start. You're going to choose what you want it to be, M1 to A, and then start again. Or just press the button itself. Yeah, not start, but the button. And if I want to clear that, I'm just going to press X, and it clears it out. So you can save those. Once you've had everything set the way you want it to set, and you want to save it, press start or plus, which is yes. And I'm going to back out because I don't want that. But now, yes, quit with without saving, and I'm going to back out so everything's the way it was, and we're going to stick with default 1 for the switch. So I'm going to back out of here, and that's basically it for the way the screen on this thing works. We're going to move it up to switch. Before I do that, let's see if it turns on the switch, because my switch is being a little bit funny. Like, it's having problems pairing sometimes with things, and it's like more the Switch's fault than any of my Joy-Con. So we're gonna move this up to switch and see if it just turns on, because I know that happened once before. And then from there we'll see. So switch, yes, and all right, so it didn't, I would have felt it vibrate if it actually woke it up right there, but it can wake up the switch. So let's see, maybe it's just not paired anymore. I can't remember what I did. So I think I need to pair it before waking up the switch, obviously. But I know I've been able to pull it straight off the dock and straight turn on my switch without pressing a button. So we're going to go in here, change grip order, and we're going to try to pair. It should be paired. There it goes, just that quick. All right, so now we're going to back out. And I'm not going to go into Gamepad Tester and all that. Trust me, guys, it is 0.5% average circularity error. The triggers, the analog triggers work amazing. They work great. The sticks, I'm going to show you in the calibration tool here on the switch, just to see that there's no cardinal locking at all. This flows straight through, completely fluid, beautiful sticks. They're functioning perfectly. The right stick is probably even better for me to show you because I have a little bit of a steadier hand. So for aiming, you're not going to have it snap, snap, snap to your cardinal directions. Really good sticks. So yeah, your Hall effect sticks. We're going to back out of there. And this thing is A, B, X, Y, so you gotta know that with Nintendo Switch, you're not reading the letters on there. It's B, A, Y, X for Switch. So that's basically it. Like I said about the D-pad, I had a little bit of a hard time throwing the fireballs. The Shoryukens were no problem. Let's just go in there, give you a little example of what I'm talking about, and then maybe I'll play like one quick game of Mario Kart like I always do. Excuse me, I'm gonna adjust myself here. And I'll show you some Tetris, because this D-pad is great for Tetris. I mean, man, I'm still gonna get my butt kicked on Tetris 99, but this D-pad is a really good D-pad for puzzle games. So we're just gonna press start here. And I could go, you know what, let's just go training, just to show you, no fire requests, how it is a little bit difficult to throw the fireballs to the right. It's actually easy to throw them to the left, but the Shoryukens is they're easy. It's just, so if there is a room for improvement on this, they told me to let them know if there's anything that needed to be changed or any certain things I have an issue with. The only thing so far really is these fireballs. So let's see. There it is. So you've seen me play Street Fighter before, and I don't have that much trouble with my fireballs, but watch the Shoryukens. Now if I go on the other side of them, no problem. See if I can do a Shoryuken from this side too. Yeah, so anyway, that's Street Fighter, guys. It works. You know, you could, no problem jumping. Just a little bit of a problem throwing the fireballs to the right. And I think, again, acclimation maybe, but the D-pad could be a little bit easier. But that's just fighting games. For everything else, I think the D-pad is amazing. Sorry, I'm gonna get out of here. X out. Let's just go into Tetris. We'll play one game of Tetris 99. Watch me get my butt kicked against the world. But we'll be able to put this D-pad to use for that. Hopefully we get a match going quick. And like I said, these back buttons, they're in the perfect spot. My middle finger is just right there, I would use it for both of them. This would be my primary one, that would be my secondary one, but neither one of them are hard to reach. They're just perfect. So this is the Manba 1 interactive screen controller. The box that they send me is nothing too special, but check out the black one here. The black one is really sleek too. I'm sure a lot of you guys would prefer that over this one, but I wanted to get the one that had that crazy look to it just because it was so unique. So that's what I went for. All right, let's do this. No, I shouldn't have done that, but oh well. Now I gotta put that there. I don't need to, but if I don't, I'm gonna lose a spot. Okay, can do that. No, we don't want to do that. We want that. There we go. There's our Tetris. Someone was making fun of me in the comments from my last video when I played, I don't know if it was Tetris DX or the original Game Boy Tetris, but I was just showing the different filters on the, what console was it? I can't even remember which console it was from which video, but it was the X55, the Powkiddy X55, and I was just showing how nice all the bezel art is and how the filters work, and I did I didn't do well on Tetris. And yeah, I heard it in the comments. But yeah, I've never won first place. I've never gotten first place on Tetris 99. It's just yeah, I've gotten second a couple times, but it's just there's too many people out there that are just really good at Tetris, and I'm not one of them. I mean, I'm okay. I'm not great. I'm getting a second Tetris. I'm not really trying to score high right now or anything. I'm just kind of trying to stay alive. But you guys can see right now that this D-pad is great for puzzle games. I love the way the face buttons feel. I love the way the shoulder buttons feel. And even the analog triggers, like normally I'm not a big fan of analog triggers when I'm not doing analog type presses, but with the trigger stops on here, it's cool. Like in Mario Kart, I'm not even thinking about it when I'm pressing it. So what do I want to do here? That probably wasn't the right choice. I'm losing focus. As long as I get top 50. Oh, I have, right? I'm 48 already. Okay, good. I'm already happy. So would I recommend this controller? Yeah, I would. There was a couple funny little issues with the pairing that I had, but I have issues with pairing on the Switch all the time. And I've already used this on my iPhone and it worked with no problem. I used it on my Galaxy, which is what I'm filming with right now, and it worked no problem. Yeah, I think it's a cool controller. I mean, I'm not sure if it's for everybody, but it's pretty cool. Darn, I messed up. Oh, big time. Oh well. No, I don't want to do that. Whoops, that was not good. I'm gonna go in. Oh man. need that. All right. All right. Made it out of that. I didn't think I was gonna make it out of that one. I'll be right back there in a minute. Trust me. I should think more positively, but hey, I've played this game enough to know. I probably have more hours into this free game than I do into most Nintendo Switch games. Yeah, I've never paid a penny for this game. It's just the basic free version. And that's why Mario Kart is difficult for me too, because everybody's has that expansion pass, and not that that works with this, but they get practice for those extra tracks. The only time I get to race those tracks is when I'm racing online, so no practice for me. Uh-oh. Man. See? Yeah. Told you I'd be right back up there. That's okay. We can't play forever anyway. All right. What'd I get? 15th. I'm happy with 15th. Oh, 16th. Okay. Get a total of 5 KOs. How many KOs did I get in there? View stats. 2 KOs. 94 lines. 34 singles, 12 doubles, 4 triples, 6 Tetrises. All right. All right, let's just get out of here. Okay. So last thing we'll do, just one quick race in Mario Kart for tradition. We're not going to mess with the back buttons for anything today. I'm not going to do any first-person shooters or anything like that. But that's where those, you know, work best for like running and jumping, where you want to keep your thumbs on the sticks. Most of you already know that, of course, but having every single, you know, A, B, X, and Y back there is pretty cool. Let's see if we can get into a quick online match. Hopefully they're already in the 3rd lap. I'm digging it. It's got some weight to it, if I haven't said that already. It feels heavier than a Pro Controller, and I'm sure it's because there's some hardware inside there. I forget what the battery percentage is. I might have to put that in the pinned comments, what the milliamp hour batteries for this, but I'll find out and put it in the description. It looks like they're just starting this race, unfortunately. Yeah, 1 of 3. Since that's the case, since they're just starting the race, let's take a quick look at the manual. So, device layout. If you guys wanted to see any of that. So we have Switch, PC, iOS, Android, Windows 7 or above for PC. So to enter the screen, you press that home. That's for 3 seconds. That's basically how you get the screen menu. And then plus and minus are yes and back. Connect to a PC, I guess you got to do it wired. Okay. Connect to your PC using a USB-C cable first, then wait for the pairing. And the controller will display that wolf logo, like Wolfden, Bob Wolf. Enter the screen menu to set the controller's mode and choose X input or D input. Well, if that's the case, X input should work with Bluetooth with no problem, right? I don't know, I'll have to test it. So also wireless connection, we have that dongle. You could just plug that into the computer and it'll work. Yeah, the Bluetooth, this supports D input, X input, and then switch mode. Connecting the switch, open your switch and enter the controller settings. Pair the Bluetooth, go to mode, set it to the switch. Select pair, and then wait for pairing. So you don't need to be like pressing buttons as you're doing it. You just kind of wait for it to pair. And maybe I slow it down sometimes when I'm over pressing buttons like anxiously. So showing you like the buttons right there, how the controller buttons are swapped, because they say ABXY, but for Switch they'll be BAYX. What else do we have on here? They're in the 2nd lap, so we still got a little bit more time. we have, sorry, I know it should be lighter in here, but I'm keeping the light down for this. So connecting to a cell phone, basically Android, you know, just set it to Android mode. We know that. Pull up Bluetooth. Oh, my battery's gonna die on my phone soon. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it through this whole race. If I don't, and this film or this video ends abruptly, just know I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys would consider giving a like or subscribe. That would be awesome. And check out the description if you guys want to see more, or this QR code right here. That'll probably take you where you need to go. After sale email. But yeah, Manba, the website. I'll have all that stuff, www.manba.cc, in the video description. All right, let's see if we can do this without my phone dying on me. Man, I didn't think the battery was that low. Where do we want to go? Let's try Sunshine Airport. And I'm in a position right now where I cannot plug a cable into my phone as I'm recording. If I did, it would get too hot anyway. I tried that once before, and halfway through filming, I looked up and the phone wasn't recording anymore, and it said something about being too hot. You learn as you go. For those of you who are stuck it out this long, you guys are awesome. I appreciate you. For those of you that have skipped through, no worries. That's why I put those timestamps in there for you. I did the same thing. But I appreciate you guys watching. And even if this isn't for you, you know, it might be for somebody else. I think it's amazing. It's just so different, you know. I hope I get some new faceplates for it too, so I could keep making it different. Oh, let's put the trigger stops on these. So I'm gonna go there and there. And for the sake of the length of this video and the fact that my battery's going to die, we're not going to go into Gamepad Tester today, but maybe I'll do a YouTube short on that just to show you. Come on. Oh, I didn't get the track I wanted. I believe this is another one that is part of the expansion pack that I don't get to practice. But yeah, controller feels great. Even on an icy surface. Look at that. Missed that coin. Missed those coins too. See, I have 5 coins. You want to get 10 coins. That's how you get to your fastest speed. 8 coins, 9 coins. Ooh, someone just took some kind of shortcut. I saw him. Yeah, it's pretty cool, the trigger stops. I like being able to have a shorter pull on the analog triggers, unlike my 8-bit do controller that works with the Switch, where you have a much longer travel distance. I think it actually does make a difference for games. That little millisecond. That's why you have the trigger stop for those first-person shooters, so you can get those shots off. Oh, dude, no. Sorry, dude. I've been in front the whole time. I want to stay here. Oh, dude. There it goes. Alright. Respect. He tried to get me with the red shell just to make it that much sadder. But hey, I'm good with second place. So that's going to be it, you guys, for the Manba interactive screen controller. The Manba 1 interactive screen controller. I love this thing. Feel free to ask me any questions in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. read the description if you want any links to potentially purchase this or the black one, or see any updates. There'll probably be firmware updates if there's any issues with this. So far I haven't really noticed too many other than a little bit of a difficult Hadouken. So with that being said, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.